talks a little bit about pharmaceutical companies and, this idea that, they both oppose the government, but then they also, sometimes they want the government to do their bidding. Did the AMA go to the government and say, like, okay, you know what, you should take our recommendations and make them the law? Or did the law come to the AMA and say, like, you got a nice racket going on here. We're going to make sure that it
was the
happens.
former. A lot of people don't know this, but the AMA, when it was founded in 1848 or so, around there, it was in their mission statement was to get the licensing of doctors in this country. In that period in our history, there was no licensing of anything. Medicine wasn't as scientifically advanced as it is now, so there were 3 or 4 prominent competing medical schools of thought, so to speak, like homeopathy and
Was osteopathy part of it?
osteopathy came about in the 1890s, but that's another one. They would go to state legislatures and say, you need to license doctors. In the beginning, they would get rebuffed with, what are you, crazy? This is a free country. You don't need a permission from us. Some states did it. New York was one, no surprise, right? But then during the Jacksonian era, when everybody was rebelling against
Elites
and cronyism, because it was cronyism, they all got repealed. So it wasn't until the late 1800s that they started having success. The AMA created state chapters in every state, and they'd all lobby the legislatures. And by this time, it's post-Civil War, kind of the early progressive era, and there were already some licensing of some trades, so it wasn't an alien concept. And when they got doctors licensed, and they argued, we just want to protect people from, people who don't know what they're doing. Then in order to get a license, first of all, originally the licensing boards was made up of members of the state chapter of the AMA, and they required you to graduate from an AMA accredited medical school and do a residency in an AMA accredited residency. And all those things still exist, they just have different names. And so it kind of sounds like a cartel, doesn't it?